Hi, Ezran here, and welcome to the workshop. Today I've been working on this track that I built a year ago roughly, or just under a year ago, and perhaps you might remember it. The thing is that this bike was reserved by a friend, for his friend. I've actually never really met the owner, and when they ordered the bike, they said that he was 184 centimeters tall. And if you look at Trek's website, Trek's size chart, it's pretty much the borderline between 58 and 56. I'd rather put him on the 56 just to be safe, to not have a reach that's too long or something. And then I didn't really hear much about this bike until recently, when the owner allegedly got into a bike fit and came up with some pretty strange results. So I don't really think that it's quite possible to get, either there's something very wrong with the bike fit, or simply he isn't 184 centimeters tall. So the first thing is, I've put him on a longer seat mast so that he has, of course, room to have enough saddle height. But with that, he couldn't get, or the bike fitters couldn't get his seat low enough. So I had to change the seat mast to the short one, to the 135, I think. That's the size. The seat height is 72 centimeters, which is a bit suspicious for someone that's 184 tall. But you'd say that, okay, perhaps he has very long torso and arms. Well, he doesn't, because his reach, as you can see, is minimal. I've had to change the bar and stem to 100 mil. They took all the spacers they had, stacked it up completely. So that might be a sign that he's tall, but then he'd have a long reach. So yeah, this is all a bit weird. If I look at my bike, which is just 54 but has a longer stem on it, the reach from where you sit on the saddle to the center of the bars is a whole 10 centimeters longer than this. So either this person wants to sit as upright as on a shopping bike, which is not really possible, and then I don't really know why does someone like that buy an aero road bike, or he's just hopelessly inflexible, or I don't really know. Because yeah, this position I think is just ridiculous, or perhaps the bike fit was way off. I don't know where he did that, or they did that, but it just doesn't make sense. So probably has a very long neck, and everything else is pretty short, because this bike would be too short for me, and my saddle height at 172 centimeters, so 12 centimeters shorter. I run basically the same saddle height, so yeah, it just doesn't make sense. On the plus side, I have quite a lot of experience with the Madones now, and the cockpit swap was a breeze, really. And I don't mean to be smug, but I feel I've improved a lot in this sense as well, because I can do these integrated bike builds a lot quicker. I think the whole bar swap was just under 1 hour, so yeah, that's pretty good, and I'm happy with that, despite the weird setup. Otherwise it would be a pretty nice bike, although the super tall head tube just spoils it a little bit, and of course this gnome setup. Okay, so these are my thoughts about this bike. It's very important for this sense to actually check your weight, or sorry, your height thoroughly, not just say some number and then have a bike build up for you, because it just won't work. You can see it's a prime example. And yeah, probably if you're not very flexible, you want to be nice and upright, you'll very much be better off by an endurance bike, gravel bike. These gravel adventure bikes, you know, they're much more suited to something like this or this type of riding. And actually in this case, these kind of riders don't really have or chase a super high power output or speeds, so they're not even going to be slower on a bike like that. So yeah, this just doesn't make sense in my eye. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments why that would be. If you want, on the other hand, to have a look at some properly set up bikes, or at least ones that I ride and race, then don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.